Mr. Kolmel, who is a member of the European Conservatives and Reformists group, said the EU see the damage that Brexit would cause and the only solution is for Britain to remain within the Union. Appearing on Sky News, Mr. Kolmel admitted that as a representative of the European citizens, he was more than disappointed about the status of the negotiations. A resolution approved in European Parliament last week called for EU trade talks to be postponed until Britain makes compromises over Northern Ireland, the financial settlement and the European Court. The German MEP said, "I think the negotiations are in a dead end and perhaps we should think if it is a good idea to start new." Getty Sky News. German MEP Bernd Kolmel insists Britain must remain in the EU. "We need an offer from the EU to the Brits for perhaps staying in the EU but staying with better conditions." Bernd Kolmel: "To start new means for me, we need an offer from the EU to the Brits for perhaps staying in the EU but staying with better conditions, like a new deal. I see, at the moment, no solution, and we see now that it is very complicated. Though I think it could be a very good idea to give a very new opportunity for the Brits to vote again and then to stay with better conditions. We need a new starting point. It's the only realistic solution to get a good result for both the UK and EU." Prior to the fifth round of Brexit talks yesterday, Theresa May announced to Brussels that the ball was in its court following her Florence speech. In response, EU officials said that it is up to the UK to come up with workable solutions for the divorce and announced to Britain, "The ball's in your court." Mrs. May warned the House of Commons of a possible no-deal scenario. Two government white paper documents yesterday presented proposals for a UK customs regime and trade policy that can be swiftly put in place in the event of a failure to agree on a new deal with the EU.